Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sheila Sharp will get a shock when Steffy Forrester, John Finnegan and Lee Finnegan all show up at her apartment. Deputy Chief Bradley Baker will also arrive at Sheila's door, so she'll feel like everyone's ganging up on her. Of course, Lee and Steffy will incontinently start throwing allegations Sheila's way, but Deacon Sharp will no doubt rush to his woman's defense. Although Cleric will get updates on the same medicine killing Tom Starr and Paul Hollister, he clearly wouldn't suppose Sheila's responsible. Cleric will feel like there must be some other explanation since Sheila has turned her life around. Still, Steffy and Lee will stand their ground on Sheila having some ulterior motive that no bone knows about yet. Lee and Steffy wouldn't be suitable to nail down Sheila's docket, but they'll keep pointing the cutlet at her anyway. Deputy Chief Baker will have plenitude of questions for Sheila, especially after some significant evidence goes missing. Since Hollis was cured, the Bobbies might go looking for the last thing he drank out of, which was a coconut water bottle. Still, she could face indeed more allegations, if that bottle vanishes or maybe ends up stockpiled at Sheila's apartment nearly. It might look like Sheila had commodity to hide, but she could protest that she's being framed. It's also possible this relates to Tom's pack if Deputy Chief Baker realizes it's important and also discovers it's gone. There's indeed a chance the missing substantiation will be deleted security footage if someone was trying to cover their tracks that night. Whatever the case, Deputy Chief Baker will decide he'd more drag Sheila down to the police station for farther questioning. Sheila will surely supplicate Finn to believe she's not to condemn for Hollis and Tom's grim issues, but he may act like the verity will come out one way or another. Sheila being innocent for formerly in her life, but it may take some work to clear her name. Sheila will face some Bobby drama in the meantime, so stay tuned to see all the disquieting news she'll have to contend with. Deputy Chief Bradley Baker is set to return following the discovery of Paul Hollister body. With this being the alternate death at Il Giardino, law enforcement will need to probe the matter more completely. Tom Starr's unanticipated overdose didn't beget concern due to his former struggles with medicines. The police assumed Tom had regressed, but Steffy Forrester communicated Baker to propose that there might be further to the situation. Steffy indicted Sheila Sharp and will grow decreasingly convinced of her involvement with Hollis' necropsy, showing that he was also killed by the same medicine as Tom. There will be substantiation of a pattern. Formally again, Sheila will be the number one person of interest and Steffy will push for an arrest. Steffy may have dubieties about Sheila's intentions, but she'll be induced that Sheila was responsible for Tom and Hollis' exposure. Pressures will rise in B&B as Steffy and Lee Finnegan defy Sheila, with John Finnegan also present. Deacon Sharp will defend his woman. But will he start to mistrustfulness Sheila if substantiation against her continues to pile up in unborn occurrences? There may be new suggestions pointing towards Sheila, but let's focus on an indication that's on the verge of fading. Whether it's Hollis' coconut water bottle or commodity differently, Baker will realize that someone is trying to cover their tracks. Steffy Forrester will continue to push the arrest envelope. Steffy and Lee are adamant that Sheila is the one responsible, egging Baker to entertain the idea that they might be correct. After all, Sheila wouldn't need a motive, she's a sickie. Before long, Baker will bring Sheila in for interrogation, putting her in the hot seat as she maintains her innocence, trying to prove motive, means, and occasion. Still, he may end up arresting Sheila, and if he can't get substantiation pointing to her, if Baker can gather enough substantiation. Despite Sheila's claims that she had no motive to harm Tom and Hollis, Baker's disquisition will consolidate as he seeks out the verity. Deputy Chief Baker will persist in his hunt for answers, so stay tuned for farther developments and prognostications regarding Sheila's dilemma. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon Sharp's world will come crashing down. B&B spoilers reveal Cleric will be devastated when Il Giardino gets shut down, and also the successes keep coming. Will he lose his woman? Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, too? Keep reading for all the details, then's what's passing next on Bold and the Beautiful. Is Sheila Carter going to jug? Tom Starr and Hollis' deaths have rocked Cleric to his core. He lost 2 of his stylish musketeers in 1 week. To add personality to injury, B&B spoilers say the Bobbies will rule their deaths as homicides and shut down his eatery. Il Giardino is Deacon's livelihood, and pride, and joy. But stay, there's more. All Cleric has left is Sheila Carter, and she'll be taken down by police soon. The LAPD is eyeing Sheila Carter for the murders of Tom and Hollis. This week on the CBS Cleaner, Cleric will be frantic when his woman is hauled down to the police station. Cleric knows Sheila is innocent, but with her record it's going to be tough to move the police of that. Deacon Sharp has no choice but to find the real killer, to save his woman and his eatery. Deacon Sharp's on the case. Cleric's road brainpower helped him break the sugar case and find Sheila Carter and deliver her many months agone. B&B observers actually joked on social media that Sean Cannon was a natural at playing PI. Who better to break the Il Giardino murders? Cleric has everything to gain and nothing to lose. B&B spoilers say he'll be ready to get down and dirty and break the case and clear Sheila's name. Perhaps he'll team up with Sheila's son Dr. Finn again? Who do you suppose the real killer is? Will Deacon break the case in time to save Sheila from a life behind bars? Partake your studies in the commentary below. The Bold and the Beautiful suckers say that the pens of the show could have left Hollis on a little bit longer rather than killing him off snappily. The Bold and the Beautiful pens made a huge mistake with Hollis? In fact, a lot of critics suppose that they could have made Hollis a love interest for someone like Hope Logan. But rather, they killed him soon after he set up out about the contents that were in Tom's pack. And of course, a lot of suckers suppose that this was a bad move on the cleaner's part. That's substantially because the Bold and the Beautiful desperately needs a new character to get romantically involved with Hope Logan just so she can stop going in circles between Liam, Thomas, and now Finn. Hollis would have been a perfect seeker seeing that he's both handsome and fascinating and someone who has been involved in a former love triangle on This Day TV show. It goes without saying that numerous B&B suckers sure did have a lot to say about the matter on social media. Some have indeed reflected with, "It's too bad that Hollis is dead. Hope could been featuring about him rather of Finn. It would been an intriguing dynamic since Deacon was his master and Hope's father. What's next for Hope Logan?" Another critic wrote, "The pens had an occasion to suppose outside the box. I guess we'll no way know what could have been with those two. And it really could have happened organically. Her spending time at her pater's eatery and having relations with him. The Finn and Hope relations are simulated circumstances and forced." And also there was this comment as well, "Sorely the B&B pens ride in a circle. Round and round we go, and always back to where we came from at the launch."